Goldman Sachs, this, again, February 7th, most cryptocurrencies will crash to zero. Now, I remember when they said this in February, and I had, through my network, I knew that Goldman Sachs was setting up a crypto trading desk. Absolutely knew they were setting up a crypto trading desk. And I remember you telling me that. Right. And then, of course, they were denying it. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. Price falls down 27%. And then what do we find out? We find out here, they say BTC 0. And then we find out just before May, new trading desk. Not only that, they put $400 million to buy a cryptocurrency trading platform. Okay, so February 7th, it's all going to zero. May, we just spent $400 million just on a flyer.
And they're not the only ones.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in an ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and When the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And very much a traditionalist. I like staying with the dollar. You know that from when I was there. It's make the dollar the choice. I hate when countries go off the dollar. I would not allow countries to go off the dollar, because when we lose that standard, that will be like losing a revolutionary war. That will be a hit to our country, just like losing a war. And we can't let that happen. And too many countries now are fighting to get off the dollar. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. Now, we had the Fed signal rate cuts, but remember, guys, they haven't cut rates yet. So we know the master magicians are about to set up that distraction. So therefore, they can cut rates while we still have inflation. And in the fourth quarter, once the election is over, we know the movie begins. Also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now, we have Bitcoin and crypto up like clockwork. On the weekend, we're the only game in town, but especially in the beginning of the month, they need Bitcoin as collateral, and we know when Bitcoin moves up, the rest of the market moves up. But like I stated, for this month, I don't see Bitcoin making a big move, but altcoins getting the benefit. And don't forget, guys, CME opens tonight. So we know it's going to move the market. CME open interest has been low. Volume has been low. Guys, we know it's going to pick up. Just like I stated, I don't see a big pickup, but we're definitely going to pick up. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. Now, do not forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We had yield rates on Friday move up. We had the dollar move up, and we know that's not good for the market. But we know in crypto, we do move up at the beginning of the month, regardless what yields are, and then we start to pull back in the middle of the month. Now, right now, we have volume and crypto down. We have Tether and USDC. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at $438 billion on Friday. Repo has been steady last week. Make sure you're pulling a repo on a daily basis because they use that repo in order to manipulate bonds. And, of course, that manipulates the yield rates. Now, last week was Fed week and how soon things have changed. Now, guys, we could get a rate hike or no cuts at all. And, guys, we know the Fed wants to keep these rates higher for longer in order to destroy this legacy market so the fourth industrial revolution can rise. And that's one of the reasons why we're seeing all these distractions going on. Remember, anything you're seeing in the mainstream media, they want you to see. That's the distraction. Always go behind the curtain. So therefore, you can really see what's going on. That's the reason why you have to research and read. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. Now, do not forget about the spot Bitcoin ETFs. We have BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale all up after close moved back. Now, we had Grayscale Large Cap Fund remove Cardano. Now in the large cap fund, we have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, and Avalanche. Now getting over into a little crypto news, we have Goldman Sachs says clients still aren't voicing any interest in crypto assets. And guys, we know this is nothing but the Hegelian dialectic. We see Goldman Sachs being an authorized participant in the Bitcoin spot ETF. And we know for a fact, anytime there's money to be made, we know clients are going to be interested. Right now, Bitcoin is the best performing asset. Why wouldn't a client be interested? But that's what they tell the sheep, because they want you to be indecisive. So therefore, you're too scared to invest. And behind the curtain, they're going all in. And that's why the banks are the biggest what? I'll let you finish that. And lastly, we have Coinbase says that Bitcoin halving will have to battle with a weak time of the year. And we know in any previous halvings, we have not received a pump during the halving or even before. This time is the first time we received a pump before the halving. But we know Jerome Powell helped induce that, saying there would be rate cuts. But this halving, we will remain flat and then start to pull back on a monthly basis. But we know later in the year, we'll get that distraction, that crisis. So therefore, the emerging markets can flip the switch on the fourth industrial revolution, whether robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. Guys, remember, this is a plan. It moves in phases. It's going to take 3 to 5 years in order to build. But 2025 is going to be the start of the utility run. And the NWO is going to choose the winners and losers for the digital economy. And of course, we're going to see that bull run. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the new World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing, they were still getting that free money. What are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Drama Team save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Drama Team save New York from COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Drama Team goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.